True Serum segment tonight. Very distressing situation on the southern border with Mexico, according to the president of the National Border Patrol Organization. Agents have been told not to issue notice to appear summonses to illegal aliens they detain.
We've decided not even to issue NTAs anymore. Commissioner Kurlikowski, the administration has said, you know what, let's not even issue NTAs anymore. Let's just walk them right out our front door. Let's fingerprint them. Let's find out if they have criminal records. And if the criminal records aren't bad enough, by the way, we'll release them also.
Join us now, Fox News correspondent Shannon Bream in Washington, Eric Shawn in New York City. This is hard to believe because this isn't being widely reported. That if it's true, and we have no reason to doubt that man, correct?
Yes.
We don't have any damn. Okay. So right now, if you are a foreign national and you walk across the border, you get across it, and that's not hard, and you get detained, they just let you go wherever you want to go. Is that right?
Well, you're supposed to get this, Bill. This is that notice to appear
before a judge.
Before a judge.
Right.
And he says, Mr. Judge says they're not giving him out. That basically he had a meeting in August with the Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security. The guy's name is Alejandro Mayorkas. And he said, why would we give out an NTA to those who we have no intention of deporting? He says we shouldn't place people in deportation proceedings because there's a backlog of 6 years.
Okay, and most of them don't even show up for the hearing anyway.
Yeah, 40%.
But here's what the American people should know. The policy now of the Obama administration is if you can get across the border on American soil, you're free to go anywhere you want unless you've committed a felony somewhere.
Well, the Department of Homeland Security gave us a statement saying
Yes.
Mr. Judd is wrong. He doesn't have the facts on his side.
So they're disputing this.
They're disputing it. They haven't, though, released to us the actual figures of the number of NTAs. That they don't have that on their website.
But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If they're not issuing your piece of paper that you have, hold it up again.
Yeah,
if they're not giving these to the illegal aliens, and again, most of them don't even show up for the hearing anyway, then they don't know what numbers are coming and going. They're just letting them go.
Yeah, that's what the union says. At least 5,000 have gone in the office and they don't get this thing and they walk out the front door.
And that's it. They disappear.
Yeah.
They're here.
Yeah.
For whatever, and then they're entitled to driver's licenses in California, tuition, college tuition, food stamps if they have children. I mean, this is an open border.
Now, the administration says arrests are up month to month from last fiscal year to now, but it's at a record low of the last 40-some odd years.
But if they're not calibrating the people coming in, if there's no record of them, of course it'd be a record low.
Yeah, and it also doesn't show the...
We're going to send Shawn down to the border. You're going to go, okay?
Yep.
You're going to get down there, and let's find out what's going on. All right, now let's go over to Ms. Bream. There is a controversy because Colorado, in particular, has legalized marijuana. Dope dealers go there, get all this legal pot, and then bring it into Oklahoma and Nebraska and other states. Roll the tape.
What is going on many times, according to the undersheriff, is the illegal trafficking of pot purchased legally in Colorado.
We have a lot of what we call high-grade marijuana come in.
So much coming in that Oklahoma and Nebraska filed suit against Colorado in December of 2014. The High Court just dismissed the case with Colorado claiming its sovereignty was at stake. Meanwhile, deputies in Canadian County think the decision by the High Court hurts, but the hunt for drivers and drug deliveries never ends.
It's going to be job security for us. We'll keep stopping them out there and taking them to jail.
All right. Now, why did the Supreme Court not hear the case that Oklahoma and Nebraska filed?
Well, Bill, here's the thing is that we can't hear from those people who decided not to hear the case, but we've heard from the two dissenters. Justice Thomas and Justice Alito actually wrote an explanation about why they disagreed with this. You know, Article 3 of the Constitution says the Supreme Court has original and exclusive jurisdiction of fights between states. This was Colorado versus Nebraska and Oklahoma. Those two states have been petitioning the Supreme Court since December of 2014 to say, hey, all this stuff that's going on in Colorado may be legal there, but it's causing all kinds of problems for us. So you didn't get the requisite number of justices voting to hear the case, but we hear from these dissenters.
It was 6-2. No, we don't want to hear it.
We assume it was. We assume.
Okay.
We know there were two dissenters, so the math would seem to be 6-2, but we didn't hear from the 6. You have to get a certain percentage.
And they
before
didn't say why. They just said we're not
Nope.
going to hear it.
Yeah, and the dissenters said, listen, these states have made a good case. And there are a lot of people who think eventually they're going to have to wade into this, but this time around, they won't.
All right, Shannon. Thank you, Eric.